Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. Happy hump day. Yes, indeed. It is another episode of the Good Morning Raider Nation podcast right here on Raiders Allegiance with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Today, we're going to dive into Caleb Williams, quarterback USC. Expected to go number one overall. I know Chicago has the number one pick. What does Chicago do and decide to do with Fields? But I got a feeling you possibly could trade Fields and go ahead and select Caleb Williams. So with that being said, man, yes, indeed, we're going to talk about Caleb Williams, the USC Trojan. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Trojan is known for stopping a lot of pregnancies that are unwanted. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Salute to you, man. The mod with the most. Robert Pena, what it do, what it do. Top of the morning. Raider Paul. Raiders. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Samaj in the building, man. Top of the morning. P. Steve in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, indeed, my dog. Sam Tanker, good morning to you as well, brother. Thank you for pulling up. Eagletarian 207, what's the deal? BL, man, what is up with it, man? Good morning. Good morning. Mike G in the building. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Raider Pete in the building, man. Let's see. TV analyst, continuation, lunatic, gonna break it, go. Hey, man, right on, man. We're just throwing out some names out there that some of the top quarterbacks that's in this year's draft. Some that we got action. There's some that we can move up to get. Some that I don't think we should unload everything. You know what? I can't even say that. Like I said, if you feel like there's a quarterback that you can get, and that's our franchise quarterback for years to come, by hell and high water, you go get him. You go get him. By all means necessary, you go get him. Wild Turkey, my dude, man, salute to you. Raider Syndicate in the building, man. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. We about to get this shit cracking, man. You said you sick bastard. I know, I can't help it, bruh. You know what I mean? Raider Goon, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. 50 years old today. Who 50 years old today? You are, hey, Goon, today your birthday? Happy birthday, bro. Yeah, man, that half century mark, man. I know what that shit feel like. You feel me? Robert Pena in the building, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning, man. We got Adman in the building, man. What's the deal? We need to watch the QB. Nah, bro. I'm not really high on Penix, bro. There's a lot that goes into us drafting Penix. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It ain't just drafting Penix. There's a lot of shifting you're gonna have to do with that offensive line, because you got to remember Penix is a left-hand quarterback. The right side of our line is not the best side of our line, therefore exposing Penix as a left-handed quarterback's blind side. So there's a lot that go into that. Penix didn't impress me in the national championship, but like I said, the same things that we are concerned with Aiden O'Connell are the same things you're gonna be concerned with Michael Penix Jr. He's a statue in the pocket. That's what kind of quarterback he is. 4 years at Indiana, they all ended with injuries, 2 shoulders and 2 knees. You know what I mean? And then he was limping around his national championship game. So being healthy is something that Penix don't know what that means. You feel me? I got, in a perfect world, I would do Caleb Williams. Breaking down his film and checking him out, I would do Caleb Williams. But being expected to go number 1 overall, bruh, and going from 13 to 1, I'm not really sure if I don't want to give up my draft for that. You feel me? Drake May, they got him projected going to the Commanders number 2 overall. I like Drake May. I like his measurables. I like his God-given 6'4", 230-pound frame. I like the fact that he's mobile at that, not the fastest guy, but mobile at that size, and can throw. But does his ceiling outweigh his floor? You feel me? Now the people that I like for the Raiders, you already know one of them, but we're gonna go down the list. But Jayden Daniels, especially if AP is hired as coach. I love that dynamic of bringing that young guy into the fold with AP, for AP to continue grooming and being that father figure and a coach to Jayden Daniels and let him develop into something great. You feel me? Even if AP is not the coach, and don't forget, Jayden Daniels was at the Bronco Raider game too. So let's keep that in focus. He was there. So there's a tight-knit love between AP and his former players, bruh. It just is. Jack Jones, one of them. Look what Jack Jones does. The Raiders claim him off waivers. Next thing you know, he's doing 2 pick sixes. You feel me? So there's something, like I said, it's beyond coaching with AP and his former players. So I would love Jayden Daniels. My other guy, I like Bo Nix. I love Bo Nix. I love he's mobile. He's similar to a Caleb Williams as far as even on the run, scrambling, extending plays with his legs, he's still surveying downfield and finding the open receiver and hitting them. Bo Nix is the all-time the all-time leading completion percentage leader in college football history. He did that this year. You know what I mean? Then you figure the things that he did at Oregon with beating the passing yardage record as well as the touchdowns, which it only took him 2 years to do. And we're talking about a school that had Achilles Smith, Joey Harrington, Mariota, Herbert. You know what I mean? The likes of those guys. And it only took him 2 years to beat those records when these other guys didn't. You know what I mean? So that's something you gotta attribute to Bo Nix. I like the fact that Bo Nix is also a leader type dude. You know what I mean? He's not passive. I don't like passive court. Well, passive can work in other franchises, but our franchises, we need a no nonsense, kick you in your ass type quarterback. You know what I mean? We just need that. So that's just my preference. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to this, man, for real. And then we can get into Caleb Williams. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We got Wild Turkey, Raider Pete in the building, Adman, Mike G, Sam Tanker, Goon. He said he's surprised he made it that far. Happy birthday. Hey, everybody wish Goon a happy birthday, man. Half century, bruh. You know what I mean? You're truly blessed to make it that far. You feel me? Right on, man. Hey, enjoy your day, brother, for real. Go get you a couple of Lot lizards. Nah, hey, Mike G gonna supply the lot lizards. And let me quit. Brian Rodriguez, what's the deal, man? Shout out to you, man. I'll give 2 first. Adams for the first pick in Adams. Hell no. You won't even have to do that. Here's something what I go on YouTube and watch these mocks that's going on. There's different mocks. The most current one that I just watched yesterday was that they had the Raiders trading for Justin Fields for a 3rd round pick this year and a 4th round next year. And then the Bears turned around and drafted Caleb Williams. A 3rd this year and a 4th next year? Man, I'm telling you. This is why that sounds, or did he say 2nd? 2nd this year and 4th next year? Yeah, a 2nd this year and a 4th next year. This is just projected. Here, you know what I mean, just to see what the dynamics of trading with Chicago would be. But a 2nd this year, a 4th next year. Also this year we could possibly end up with 2 3rd round picks, and then 1 next year, and then 1 the following year if Champ Kelly gets hired as a GM elsewhere and Patrick Graham gets hired as a head coach elsewhere. You get 2 3rd round picks for each of them, but you can't get them in back-to-back years. They'll stretch it out over 3 years. So year 1 this year, if that was to happen, we get 2 3rd round picks, and then next year we get 1 3rd round pick, and the year after we get another 3rd round pick for the minorities getting hired elsewhere that were with us. You feel me? So if Champ Kelly goes off and becomes GM elsewhere, that's 2 3rd round picks, and if Patrick Graham gets hired as head coach anywhere, that's another additional 2 3rd round picks. So that can work. Hey, you might say, well, look, instead of giving you a 2nd and a 4th, how about we just give you 3 3rds? 3 3rds. You know, let's just give you 3 3rds out of the 4 that we gonna get. But you know what I mean, Justin Fields, some people are against that because they don't feel he's efficient. But sometimes it's where you're at is going to dictate to your production. You know what I mean? And if you compare Chicago to the Raiders, Chicago doesn't have a Devontae Adams, a Josh Jacobs, a Zamir White, a Jacoby Myers, a Michael Mayer, a Trent Tucker, a Renfro. They don't have that. They don't have that. So what do you expect? What do you think not Tucker, but what do you think Fields is going to be lacking the productivity from the weapons? What you think he's going to do? And definitely Chicago ain't got a defense like ours that keeps the other team score low. So therefore we only have to score 17 points to win the game. That kind of shit. Because ever since AP took over, that defense been limiting teams to 15.3 points a game. 17 a win. You feel me? So Fields don't have that. So of course we can sit here and point fingers at Fields and da. But the fan base in Chicago do not want to get rid of Fields. We'll see. We'll see exactly what the Chicago franchise values between a Caleb Williams compared to a Fields. You know what I mean? So it's a wait and see. The good stuff. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Let's see. You said Harbaugh gonna be our Kerr? Kerr got championships, bruh. Look, Kerr got championships as a player and a coach. Harbaugh don't. Keep that in mind. Kerr has championships as a player in the NBA and a coach in the NBA. Harbaugh does not in the NFL. I showed you guys that yesterday. See, good stuff you should have pulled up. I broke it down. Harbaugh in big games in the NFL is 0-3. He consecutively. lost the NFC Championship. Then the following year, lost the Super Bowl. And the following year, lost the NFC Championship again, dropped the team from 12 wins to 8 wins, and vamoose, he was gone to to Michigan. Then you go to his college at Michigan. Yeah, they won the national championship, but in 9 years that he coached at Michigan, here's the kicker. 9 years at Michigan, right? 2 bowl wins, national championship included, 2 bowl wins, 1 season without a bowl game, period, and the rest of those bowl games were losses. He lost 6 bowl games at Michigan. 6. Let me say that again. He was 2-6 in bowl games at Michigan in 9 years. 0-3 as an NFL coach with the Niners in championship games. So either you can go root for the Buffalo Bills and the fact that they went to 4 straight Super Bowls, or you can say, hell no, they lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Y'all better know what y'all getting. We know what we getting with what we got. You know what I mean? Don't trade in your car and go get a lemon. You feel me? It won't be, if you move Adams, you possibly could get multiple draft picks. This is the only way, admin, I would say trade Adams. If you can get the Jets' first round pick. If you can do that, then you can use that first round pick and get a top-notch wide receiver coming out in the draft. If you're going to go rookie quarterback, get your rookie wide receiver so those 2 guys, the quarterback and the receiver, can have each other for years to come. So they can develop that chemistry that'll make them just a dynamic duo. You feel me? That's the only way that I would go with that. I wouldn't go with trading Devontae Adams and not getting a first round pick and then getting like a second round and then you got to settle for whatever's there by the time you pick. You feel me? At least I know with the Jets pick in the first round, we can get a top-notch wide receiver because there's a few of them out there. You know what I mean? Or if you really want to do it, take your 2 first-round picks, give them to Chicago, and take Caleb Williams if you feel like overall he's dynamic. I mean, he's not the biggest quarterback at 6'1". We're gonna get into all that though. Let me continue shouting out everybody in the chat, man. Tony Sheffer, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Yes, sir. Bombs a lot. What's the deal, man? Salute. What is it gonna take for us to get DA from us? Shit, bro. This is what I would do. We know that the Jets, see, this is what's working in our favor against the Jets. We know the Jets, from rumors that we hear, that they really are interested in trying to get DA, get them back with Rodgers, right? Okay. Well, now that we know you're thirsty, here's how you quench that thirst. I say ask from the Jets exactly what the Green Bay Packers asked from us. We want a first and a second round pick. That's what we want. Give us your first and your second round pick this year. Because we did that shit 2 years ago. We want our assets back. Put it that way. But there'll be high assets because the Jets pick is high. So give us your first round pick this year and your second round pick this year as well. So that gives us 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Can you imagine what you can do with that if you select correctly? 2 first-round picks in this draft and 2 second-round picks with a possibility of 3/3, because if Champ Kelly and Patrick Graham go get hired elsewhere, we get 2 third-round picks for this year. So you'll get 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 3/3 if you can pull that off. You talk about a great start in establishing dominance in the draft to getting key players that we need to take us to that next level. Now, who's the coach? Regardless of who the coach is, it's still going to work in our favor. If AP's coach, you go out there in the draft, you can use assets now to move up and get you a Jaden Daniels, easy peasy. You can get him if that's what you want to do. If it's Caleb Williams, you can do that. You know what I mean? You have options. You have assets to go. First 3 rounds, you are loaded. You potentially have 7 picks in the first 3 rounds if all those things happen. If you trade DA to the Jets for a first and a second, Patrick Graham becomes the head coach, and you get 2/3, but you don't get his 2/3 all in 1 year. You'll get one of his thirds this year and another one either next year or the year after if it coincides with Champ Kelly becoming a GM elsewhere at the same time. Because then you get 2 third-round picks from each, but they won't give it to you in back-to-back years. They'll spread it over 3. So you'll get 2 third-round picks this year, 1 next year, and the 1 year after if Patrick Graham and Champ Kelly move on and get new jobs. So now you have a potential of looking at, like I said, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and 3 third-round picks. All you gotta do is have a front office GM that can make the right call on your draft picks. And boy, the Raiders will be in the Mickey Ficky mix instantly. And you'll get your franchise quarterback. And you can pair him with a franchise wide receiver. Either you can move up for a quarterback or let it fall to you. Either or. Or you go ahead and don't move up at all and just use the Jets pick. Well, let me see the draft order real quick. I need to see the draft order. (2024) NFL draft order. Because I know we're 13. So, yeah, bro, it's a lot of shit that could happen, man. I'm thinking of all the combination of different outcomes, bro. Okay. See, because I seen a mock draft where they had the Patriots taking Jaden Daniels. And the Patriots are at number 3. Oh my God! But if you trade up the number 1, you have a choice between Caleb Williams or fucking. Who do you think is the better quarterback? That's the key. Look? Here's a question to ask the chat. Let me see what y'all think. Who do you think is the best quarterback in this upcoming draft? I'll wait. And then I'll continue on with my okay, so Arizona, then you got the New York Giants. 7 is Tennessee. 8 is the Falcons. 9 is the Bears. So we have the Jets at number 10. So the Raiders would have the 10th and the 13th pick if we traded DA to the Jets for a first and second round pick. I think the Jets would bite on that shit. I think they do, because instantly they got a wide receiver that does not have to be developed, that already has chemistry with Aaron Rodgers. The key is, though, does Aaron Rodgers stay healthy for a whole year? You know, if not, then the Jets just gonna be sitting there twiddling their thumbs like, we should have just kept our first round pick and drafted a quarterback. Well, no, you can wait till this. Oh, you wouldn't have no first or second round pick. So what are y'all gonna do? See, that's a thing though. But if you really want Devontae, You better unass them cheeks. you feel me? You better unass them cheeks. That's all I'm gonna say. Alex S, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. All right, Tony, back to work, man. All right, man. Hey, make sure that they give you a water break. If they don't, tell them, say, Lunatic said I got to get a water break, or you going to come fuck some shit up. Okay, Raider Syndicate, hey, Luna. The team draft 2 QBs in this draft. You can draft 2 quarterbacks. It's been done. Washington, at the time, Redskins did it when they had RG3. They drafted RG3 and they drafted was it Cousins? It was Cousins and RG3? If I remember right, Cousins and RG3 were drafted in the same draft by Washington. And look how one of them had to retire early because of injury. The other one is still playing in Minnesota. You feel me? But see, the thing is, drafting 2 quarterbacks, you would feel one of those quarterbacks has to be the one that you want to trade. Well, you don't know until you, but see, you won't know what you have because you can draft them. They don't go to training camp and preseason to really see what they have if they're bang or bust. You feel me? That's the thing. So teams might just sit back and just wait and see. But it has happened, though. It has happened before. Not just specifically drafting 2 quarterbacks just to trade one, but you know the end result would be that for the fact that the winner takes all. So between the competition of those 2 quarterbacks, whoever wins the starting job, then either you can keep the other one as a backup or you can put him out there on the market and be like, hey, he's available. What you got? You know what I mean? But you would have to dress him up, meaning you would have to make him look real good, like preseason wise, put out media saying, oh yeah, such and such, he been killing it in camp. You know what I mean? You gotta pump up his volume or his value. But it can be done. But I don't know about investing that much time and trying to make that happen when just go get your dude, you know what I mean? And then spend that other draft pick on a position of need as well as best available. Stanford didn't win a national title you know what I mean? I think Stanford only won 1 bowl game under him in Stanford. But Michigan, that's the long tenure that he had in college, and he lost 6 bowl games, bruh. He lost last year in the bowl game. The only bowl games Harbaugh won in college at Michigan was his first year at Michigan and this last year at Michigan. Everything in between, 49ers lost all the big games. It just is what it is, bro. I'm not making this shit up. He lost the NFC Championship, turned around, went to the Super Bowl and lost that, and then came back the following year to the NFC Championship to lose again. Seattle, Baltimore, and the Giants. Yeah, they lost to the Giants in the NFC Championship. They lost to Baltimore in the Super Bowl, and then they lost to the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship. That's his tenure as an NFL coach. Everybody gets excited about what he done during the regular season, but shit, what the fuck that mean? If you can't win a playoff game. You can win a playoff game, but what's that mean if you can't win the championship? You do it for the bowl, right? Ain't everything done? Every trade, every draft pick is meant to build your team to contend for a Super Bowl, not contend for a playoff game, contend for a Super Bowl. That's the end result that you're shooting for. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it will continue on under him. I'm just showing the fact that I know we look at AP and be like, well, he ain't got no experience as a head coach. But then you look at a guy with the experience of the head coach, he loses the big game. Big games is just, imagine a player that always get hit with that shit that, oh, he was a hell of a player, but he just couldn't win the big one. That's always a knock. That's always a knock. a quarterback can be one of the best quarterbacks number-wise to play the game. But if he ain't got a Super Bowl, you kind of raise an eyebrow like, yeah, he did good in the regular season, but he ain't got a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He ain't never won a Super Bowl. That's just like LeBron James scoring all these points. Just imagine LeBron James with no championship. You would never mention his name with Michael Jordan if that was the case. You're not even putting him over Michael Jordan now because Michael Jordan never lost in the finals, and he has 6 rings. But you look at LeBron, and LeBron got, what did LeBron got? 4, 5? He got 1 with the Lakers, and he got 2 with Miami, 1 with Cleveland. That's 2, 3, 4. He got 4 rings. But you still won't put him on, and because the argument always comes up, Jordan never lost in the finals. Jordan got 6 rings, not 4. So I mean, why is it any different in the NFL? Like, you look at quarterbacks and be like, oh, he was a great quarterback, but he never could win the big one. And they got quarterbacks out there that they probably end up with the Hall of Fame because of their numbers, but it's not as talented as if they winning Super Bowls. Ain't that why we're talking about Plunkett should be in there? Because of the Super Bowls? The 2 Super Bowls he won? It's all about the championships, bro. All right, Lobby One, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. You said Caleb Williams. I'm kind of iffy on, but see, matter of fact, okay, let me shut the fuck up, and we're gonna get into this Caleb Williams thing right now. We're gonna look at the numbers, and Caleb Williams is solid, bro. I just don't think the team around him was something to make him even look better. You feel me? But he's solid. I'm not mad at Caleb Williams. I see Caleb Williams like, okay, bro, I see you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. He said, cry baby. Caleb, shit, didn't Derek Carr cry too? Didn't Terrell Owens cry about his quarterback? Motherfuckers always, motherfuckers sometimes they cry just as long as they ain't crying in the car. They crying on the podium. All right, let's get this shit cracking. Caleb Williams. Mr. Caleb Williams, quarterback of the USC Trojans. He's a junior, 6'1", 215 pounds, from Washington, D.C. This past season, he threw for 3,633 yards. He had 30 touchdowns and 5 interceptions with a QBR of 82.4, ranking him 11th in the nation. His stats his stats at USC this past 3 years. 2021, he completed 136 passes on 211 attempts. Now look at the completion percentage. See, this is what I always pay attention to. Completion percentage. But 64.5% his freshman year. He threw for 1,912 yards, had 9.1 yards average per reception, 21 TDs. Look at the TDs, the interception ratio as well. 21 TDs and 4 interceptions. His longest throw, 67 yards. He was sacked 20 times with 169.6 rating. Sophomore year, 2022, 333 completion out of 500 attempts with a 66.6% completion rate. That's 4,537 yards he passed for, 9.1 yards per reception is his average. Then he doubled the previous year to 42 touchdowns with only 1 more interception with 5, with his long being 75 yards and being sacked 30 times with 168.5 rating. Senior year, 266 completions out of 388 attempts, 68.6% completion rate. Now let me break down the completions. What you want to see in a college career quarterback is increase in completion percentage. And as you can see, he goes from 64.5 his freshman year. He jumps up to 66.6, which I don't like that 666. And then you then you proceed to continue progression with 68.6 your junior year this year. Throwing for 3,633 yards. Even the increase in average completion jumped by 0.3 yards at 9.4 yards an average. He has 30 TDs with only 5 interceptions, 76 being his long, sacked 33 times with 170.1 rating, which is his highest rating. His rating took a little dip by 1.1 from his freshman or sophomore year, and then his sophomore to junior year, he jumped up by just under 2% or 2. So 2% on the average. So he shows that he's progression. You want to see progression. You don't want to see somebody go reverse and have these numbers reversed, and then you'd be like, what's going on with him? You know what I mean? Running the ball. Here's another key: being mobile. But he shows me he's mobile, but only to extend plays. That's why the yardage, like, it's not like a Jayden Daniels who had 1,100 yards rushing this year as well. But he ran a lot of those balls. It wasn't just to keep the play alive. It's like he's really a threat on his feet to go score. So that's why Jayden Daniels has those yards and Caleb Williams doesn't. Caleb Williams he is mobile, but not to go try to run a 60-yard touchdown. His mobility allows him to extend the play to make that pass to continue those chains to move forward. So you look at his sophomore year or his junior year rushing the ball, he had 79 carries for 442 yards as a quarterback with 6 touchdowns with 5.6 yards a carry. You feel me? Sophomore year, he had 113 carries for 382 yards rushing with a 3.4 yards per carry average with 10 touchdowns. And then this past year, his junior year, 97 carries for 136 yards with only a 1.4 yards a carry, but he had 11 touchdowns on the ground though. So every year, touchdown-wise, rushing went from 6 to 10 to 11. So he does allow you to extend plays with his feet, and he's not the kind of person to just try to take off and run and score himself. He can do that, but that's not his game. His game is he's always looking to pass first. Running is secondary. I like that, because a lot of times you get these situations where these mobile quarterbacks get put into a situation of being susceptible to injury due to trying to run all the time, such as RG3, and players like that get injured because, your gift is your curse. Your gift is you're mobile. Your curse is you're mobile. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that is showing me there. So yeah, that's Caleb Williams stats. We're gonna check out his highlight reel, and then you can see for yourself how it's his mobility that he uses to extend plays, not to try to take off and make the play himself. He includes everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out. We make sure this shit is on mute. Fair use for educational and entertainment purposes only. Let's get it. All right, this is Caleb Williams. And he throws a dart. He throws darts all day long. He throws darts all day long. Here we go here. You fumble the snap. He picks it up and he still makes the play. Still makes the play. So he's still keeping his eyes downfield, even in a faux pas like that. So he has good awareness. He could have easily just, fell on the ball. Look at this. He could have easily fell on the ball and took a loss in yards. But no, he still made the play by keeping his eyes downfield still. Here we go again. Shotgun. Just right on cue. Right on cue. Doesn't rush the pass. You know what I mean? Nice fluid throwing motion. There it is again. It's like with no ease. He's slinging the ball with no ease. With, you know what I mean? With ease, I mean, not no ease, but with ease. And then the internet said, "Fuck you, punk." Oh no, we can't be having no commercials, bro. Hold on. All right, let's continue. Here we go. Look at using his mobility, looking downfield, and he makes the play. He's always a threat on the field, sideline to sideline, and end zone to end zone. He's a threat. Look at this shit. They should have had him, but look, at the last minute, he sees, voila, right over the defender, right into the arms of his receiver. So Caleb Williams is solid. See, there he goes again. Right there in the corner of the end zone. I mean, he's throwing it with ease, bro. It's not even like he's putting his all into it. Sometimes weak arm quarterbacks, you can see them strain with the passes. Look, that's off his back foot, which you know what I mean. That takes away from velocity in your ball by going backwards on a pass. You want to step into the throw, but that just shows you his arm strength. And here he goes. He tucks it. First down, he gone. And that was a design play. Now he ain't got the wheels like a Jaden Daniels, but he's mobile enough. Straight draw. You better hold that ball better than that, though. Holding it out in one hand. I mean, hey, don't sleep. Hey, Caleb is not a trash quarterback. The season may not have went so good for the team itself, but that's a team issue and not a quarterback issue at all. I mean, he has good. Look at him go through his reads. He's making things happen. Look, his mobility. This is what his mobility does. It allows him to extend the play. Touchdown. That's what the Raiders need. See, Aiden O'Connell can't do that kind of shit. Wide open. See, one thing with Aiden O'Connell is like he got cement shoes on. Look at this. This is on a key. Boom. Touchdown. Like I said, Caleb Williams, they team as a whole didn't do great this year. But him as a quarterback, I like Caleb Williams, but he's going to go number one overall. I just know he is. It's just what the Bears do. Does he go number one to the Bears, or do they go number one to a team that traded with the Bears? That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? If the Bears going to stick with Fields and not Caleb Williams, but then again, they're going to go ahead and try to take the wide receiver to pair him with Fields to try to give Fields some weapons. So they might not trade that pick. But if they do, like I said, Caleb is solid, bro. Let me stop this real quick. So y'all see this shit happening, bro. Caleb is not a trash ass quarterback. Not even close. That's why I said this draft this year is so fucking deep. It's ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous, bro. I have not seen. Matter of fact, let me see what was the deepest quarterback draft in NFL history. What was the deepest quarterback draft in NFL history? (2005) Let me see. Hope they got the names on here. One of 5. So 2005, yep. Yep. You had Aaron Rodgers, Alex Smith, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Matt Castle, Jason Campbell, Kyle Orton, Derek Anderson. Those are notables. So that's the 2005 draft. I'm not going to go to 1957 because y'all be like, who the hell? 1971 is another one. What the hell? Okay, 2004. 2004, you had Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Matt Schaub. Those are the notables. That was a deep draft. You had two back-to-back quarterback drafts that put out some good. And then what year was this one? 1983. Now we really going back, but look at the 1983 draft is ridiculous. John Elway, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Ken O'Brien, Super Bowl winning type motherfucking quarterbacks. This draft could be like one of those. This draft can be deep. I guarantee you, this draft is gonna have about a handful of quarterbacks that's gonna pan out. I just hope we're one of those handful. You feel me? That's all I want. Oh, JJ McCarthy. You know what? Next week I'm gonna dive into him, bruh. We're gonna drive JJ. We're gonna talk about JJ next week, man. It just motherfuckers just dick riding. Hey, top of the morning, D Menace. Salute to you. We got Wayne Kerr in the house. What's the deal, man? I'm selling the farm for Caleb Williams or Drake May. I don't know about Drake May, bruh. Caleb Williams and a Jaden Daniels, but I mean Drake May ain't bad, but he does have accuracy problems at times. Not nothing severe though. He's still in the mid-60s. You know what I mean? College career wise. So I always pay attention to that. Their accuracy. You know what I mean? Because when you get into the pros, bruh, you're gonna have to make those throws. But thank God you're throwing the people on the other end that are like, depending on the team, are high caliber type wide receivers or tight ends. You know what I mean? But I like Drake May, but I would not trade the farm for Drake May. Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are two that I probably would. Drake May is probably in this draft. Drake May would be my third behind those two. Then I would go Bo Nix. I would go Bo Nix over Michael Penix. Because Penix is a statue in the pocket. If you don't have a good solidifying offensive line, and like I said, in our instance, you figure Michael Penix is a left-handed quarterback. The weak part of our offensive line is the right side, which would be his blind side at the guard and tackle position. That would be a concern to me if you drafted Michael Penix. Like, well, who the fuck do we got to go to the right tackle and right guard to protect his blind side, to give him time to make the throw? You know what I mean? Because he's not no burner when it comes to running. I mean, he can move around, but that's about it. He's a little bit more mobile than AOC, but that's not his game. His game is sitting in the pocket and making throws, but you got to give him protection to do that shit. And yeah, Bo Nix is his accuracy is ridiculous. Like I said, he makes the same type of plays that Caleb Williams makes. Like he could throw across his body, which a lot of people tell you they don't like quarterbacks doing that unless you're like a Mahomes, Caleb Williams, or a Bo Nix, because I done seen all three of those guys do that shit like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? They'll run to their right and then throw back to their left for an open target and hit the target right dead in his hands. There's only a few that can do that shit. And those are the three that I've seen do that shit with ease. You know what I mean? So that's why I throw Bo Nix' ability up in there. Now, Bo Nix ain't the biggest dude, but neither is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams only 6'1", 215. That's a little light, a little small, but his vision, that's what we got to pay attention with Caleb Williams, is his field vision. He sees every guy. That's what makes him so deadly. That's why his mobility added to the fact that he sees everybody and knows where people are supposed to be, that's tremendous. It's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You rush him, he's gonna burn your ass. If you don't rush him, he's still gonna burn your ass. So you got to get to him, and you got to get to him quick. Very elusive. But yeah, bro. Hey, I like those quarterbacks. I like the quarterbacks. I mean, I like all the top quarterbacks in this draft. I like Ewers out of Texas. I don't know if Shedeur Sanders is coming out of Colorado, but if so, it's on and cracking. That's another guy that's mobile, but he's a pocket passer. If you ever watched Shedeur Sanders play, Deion's son, he's a pocket dude, but he can run. Don't get it twisted. He can run, but he chooses to be pass first, run second. Caleb Williams. Michael Penix is just pass first, pass second. You know what I mean? So that's what I see. Raider Nation, Jason, what's the deal? Salute to you. Top of the morning. Yeah, bro. I'm excited to see exactly how this draft unfolds. We got 3 months, bro. 3 freaking months. And before then, you possibly, well, no, you know what? Yeah, because Chicago still has the contract on Fields. If Fields get traded, it'll be draft day. It'll make sense to trade him draft day before the draft starts. That will tell them exactly what they're going to do at number 1 overall. Well, at least give you an idea. Either they're going to draft the wide receiver number 1, or they're going to trade that number 1 pick away. If they keep Fields, I'm saying. If they keep Fields, they're either going to draft the wide receiver, trade that number 1 pick away to somebody that wants Caleb Williams. But if they trade Fields before the draft, then at number 1, they're probably taking Caleb Williams, bro. There's too much hype on Caleb Williams, a generational type quarterback, and it's like to miss on that one, and you got the number 1 overall pick. You'll never live that down with your fan base. Your fan base will remind you of that shit every fucking year. You know what I mean? Oh, just like we could have had CJ Stroud. We would have made that move. That's right, Mike. Hey, to those that are here for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment. Share the video if you like. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment who's your top 3 quarterbacks in this year's draft and why. Well, that's a long description in the chat or in the comments. Tell me your top 3 and list them in numerical order. Your top 3 quarterback prospects in this year's draft that you would like the Raiders to go target. Who's the top 3 quarterbacks that you feel the Raiders need to go ahead and pay attention to? Leave that in the comment, man, and I'll get back to each and every one of y'all as long as there ain't over 1,000 comments, because I can only read like 100 and then I start going cross-eyed. But yeah, man, hey, we got a lot of shit, y'all. Oh, a lot of shit. Hey, I don't think we can go wrong at quarterback if we go quarterback in the first round. I don't think we can go wrong at all, period. Ain't no reason in sitting here talking about who's the best prospect. Not this year, because all these prospects are good. They all have something different to add. You know what I mean? There's always something different. Like you look at Drake May. Drake May is giving you that big body quarterback. That's not set in stone. He's mobile. You know what I mean? At 230 pounds, the dude is, hey, linebackers these days are 230 pounds, former safeties. So just imagine he takes off running and he gets to go heads up with a dude that's his size. The linebackers get the privy of being able to tackle running backs who are smaller than they are. Of course, linebackers look good against running backs. Running back is what, 5'10", 200 even? and these linebackers are being brought down from safety, former safeties, and they're like about 6 foot 230. Drake May is what, 6'4", 230? That's his dynamic. Jayden Daniels dynamic. Very fast. Got an arm. Won the Heisman. You feel me? Caleb Williams, very elusive. Keeps his eyes downfield, knows where everybody's supposed to be. So if the defense flips up and a defender leaves his man thinking that Caleb is about to run, so he comes up and Caleb just throws it right over his head to the open receiver. Bo Nix, same way. Very sturdy. Injury's not a problem. Leader. Got an arm, mobile. He also looks down the field and he knows where the open guys are supposed to be. You know what I mean? All these quarterbacks are dynamic in their own right. That's why I said it's been a long time since I seen a draft with these many fucking quarterbacks, bruh, that can go in the first round. Ridiculous. But you know how many teams need quarterbacks? So it's like it's a perfect year for quarterbacks and teams for teams to need quarterbacks and quarterbacks to need teams. It's a perfect year for that shit. The fun part is who goes where. You feel me? Who goes where? Okay, Kerr got Caleb, Drake, and Jayden. Okay. I can rock with that. Like I said, I don't have a knock on Drake. I'm just, as far as I think out of those three that you named, Jayden, well, I know Jayden and Caleb are the most athletic. But Drake is a fucking monster. Because at 230, if he decides to get in the weight room and strengthen his lower body and add 10, 15 pounds, now you talk about a 240, 245 pound quarterback at 6'4". That's mobile. You know how hard that's going to be to bring him down? You talk about yards after catch or yards after contact. If you run the ball, he fall forward and get 2-3 yards. Shit. So yeah, I like those three right there. I would say the same thing. I'll probably go, but mine I'll probably switch Drake with Jayden. But that will still be my top three though. Caleb, Jayden, and Drake. And then I would put Bo Nix, and then I will put Michael Penix and Ewers out of Texas behind them. Man, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Hey, this draft is gonna be fun. Oh, and just imagine if we get it right. If we get these draft picks right, man. Oh my God. He said take Pepsi. Shit, I drank Pepsi while taking Blue Chew, and I blew my balls blew up. One ball bigger than the other now. I gotta walk with a limp, man. I gotta walk and then swing my left testicle to catch up to the right. So I take a step and swing. Take a step and swing. Take a step and swing. They be thinking I'm handicapped. You said the Blue Chew and Pepsi. Oh no, not the Blue Chew and Pepsi. I fucked up and did the Blue Chew with the Nas energy drink, bruh. Oh my God. Never will I do that shit again. Hold on, I'm trying to see your mock draft. Fuck your mock draft. Give a fuck about your mock draft, bitch. You know what I mean? All right, only the lunatic motherfucking mock draft, dog. You know what? I'm gonna do a mock draft. But not like how you guys think. I'm not gonna do no picking. We're gonna do a mock draft and just let the teams pick, and let's see where these quarterbacks fall. Let's just see what happens. That's all I'm saying. Let's just see what happens. Let me get this shit. Virtual mock draft, NFL. All right, y'all. We about to do a motherfucking mock draft, but we're not selecting nobody. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run a 1-round mock draft, and I just want to see where the quarterbacks go. I'm just curious on how this shit possibly could look. You feel me? All right, y'all. Let's get this shit cracking. Let's get cracking. Hold on, let me why this motherfucker? Oh, cause I gotta hit that shit. Hold on, let me see. Get off my fucking shit. There you go. God dang. I was wondering why that shit was popped up. All right, y'all. Y'all, here we go, y'all. We're gonna do a mock draft. We are going to do a mock draft. Let's see. We're gonna do 1 round. Do y'all want to go normal or fast? Y'all want to go fast and see where everything go? Let's go fast because we could do about. I'm about to get off of here. It's 8:04. We could do 1 or 2 of them. 1 or 2. I'm just curious to see where these quarterbacks are going to fall or possibly fall. All right, y'all. We're gonna go fast. You know what? I'll take off the Raiders because I'm not picking nobody. Let's go. All right, here we go. Chicago got Caleb Williams. Drake May went to New England. Moving too fast, fucker. JJ McCarthy went to Seattle. Hold on, I'm gonna wait till they're done and then. Okay, here we go. This is what the first mock draft looked like, first round. Get my microphone. Microphone check 1, 2. All right, Caleb Williams went to Chicago, number 1 overall. Then you had Drake May go to New England. You had, let me see. Shit, nobody else took quarterbacks? What? Until when? Hey, the Raiders got Jaden Daniels from LSU, number 13. Bruh, man. JJ McCarthy went to Seattle. So they're saying Michael Penix and Bo Nix went to the second round. Oh, no, I didn't. My bad. I didn't go down far enough. I'm tripping. All right, let me see these other quarterbacks went anywhere else. Yep, Bo Nix and Michael Penix went to the second round then. Well, they might. Let's do it again. Let's do 2 rounds. But yeah, they got the Raiders taking Jaden Daniels, 13 overall, with Caleb Williams, Drake May, and JJ McCarthy going before him. Before third. So 4 quarterbacks went in the top 13 picks. 4. Bruh. You never know. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. One thing that we can't do right now with this mock draft, we can't do a mock combine. That combine is going to change a lot of people's eyes. You know what I mean? People going to be watching and seeing how strong certain dudes' arms are, how fast they might be, 3-cone drill, you know what I mean? All that shit, bench press. If a quarterback, I think, well, I don't know who the strongest QB is, but you would think the size of fucking Drake May, he might be the strongest one out there. But bruh, if that happens, we get Jaden Daniels at 13. All right, let's restart this shit. I'm gonna do, since Bo Nix and Michael Penix did not go in the first round, we're gonna do 2 rounds. And we're gonna see how this shit pan out. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Caleb Williams again. Okay, the Patriots didn't take a quarterback the second time around. We still got Jaden Daniels again at 13. All right, I'm gonna wait till it's finished. Then we can look at it. I'm gonna go. I got this fucking heater on. Let me turn this heater on. Y'all can watch that shit in the meantime. Shit, I had to turn that heat on. It was 26 degrees when I got off work this morning. All right, so here we go. Caleb Williams went to Chicago. Let's see what other quarterbacks went where. Drake May went to Arizona. Ooh, Drake May to Arizona. Could they be trading Kyler Murray? You know what I mean? Let me see. No other quarterback in that one. The Broncos took a corner. Jayden Daniels to the Raiders again at 13. Let me see who else on here. Quarterback. Nobody went in that one, so this next one. JJ McCarthy went to the Patriots at number 23. Oh, the Patriots do got 2 first-round picks, huh? So at 23, the Patriots got JJ McCarthy anyway. That's crazy. But damn, not even. Let me see at the bottom of the first round. No more quarterbacks. Let's go to round 2. Round 2, you got. Let me see what quarterbacks. Safety, wide receiver, linebacker, guard, Cooper, linebacker, guard, QB. Damn, Quinn Ewers went to the Jets from Texas. Michael Penix Jr. went to Atlanta. See, that might be. I thought Michael Penix would probably be better in New England. But, like I said, this is just a mock draft. It ain't like factual. Damn. Shedeur Sanders went to Green Bay. Ooh, Sanders backing up Love in Green Bay? That's crazy. Damn, ain't no other fucking quarterbacks? Hell no, I don't think Bo Nixon is going to fall to the third. He didn't even get picked in the second round. Damn, boy, they still got us taking okay, we're gonna go one more again, y'all, one more time, and I'm gonna shut this shit down. I need to get my rest, man. All right, let's do 3 rounds. Do it fast. All right, you guys, we about to see it one more. If they got Jayden Daniels going to us again at 13, bro, that's an A. Somebody predicting some shit. Feel me? Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Here we go. We'll let the 3 rounds happen and we'll check that shit out. Raiders. Come on, finish it up, homeboy. Oh, let's go. All right. I want to see how this shit unfolds, bruh. Offense, QB. All right, here we go. Second time. So now, look, they got Chicago taking Drake May #1 overall. Wow. Caleb Williams going to New England. Woo! Shit. Jayden Daniels going to Atlanta. That's 3 quarterbacks gone in the first 8 picks. And they got us taking a tackle from Alabama. No, we don't want Leatherwood Jr. No, let me quit. JJ McCarthy goes to Seattle at the 16th pick. That's crazy, man. Any other quarterbacks in the first round? Any in the first round? That's a cornerback, guard. Nope. All right, so let's go to the second round. Blow this shit up real quick so I can see this shit a little better. All right, so second round, what quarterbacks were taken? Bo Nix goes to Washington in the second round. Shedeur Sanders goes to Arizona in the second round. Michael Penix Jr. goes to Green Bay. That is interesting. God dang. What about that? I see Urs. Nope, don't you do no commercial on my shit. Offensive guard, edge, OC, linebacker. Okay, then we're going to get to our second pick. I'm just curious. Any more quarterbacks? Oh, we took Quinn Ewers, the quarterback out of Texas, in the second round. So they do know that we've got a quarterback on our mind. I don't know if that's we got a fucking offensive tackle from Alabama in the first round, bro. Come on now. But like I said, it's just a fucking mock, so it ain't really saying too much. All right, let's see who else. Running back. I would have been better off taking a corner. I would have done a corner to put with Jack Jones. Shit. All the quarterbacks got snatched up. All them motherfuckers got snatched up. You got Cameron Ward from Washington State. I forgot about dude. Detroit. They got him going to Detroit. And then that's it. Yeah, man, that's I had a little fun with that shit. I was just curious. They got quarterbacks coming off the board though. Like I said, they have four. That second time we did it, 4 quarterbacks came off the board by the 13th pick. Crazy. So this is gonna be one of them drafts, y'all. All right, man. Hey, salute to everybody out there. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. If this once again is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. Leave a comment. Share the video, please. We'll be back. Same Raider time, same Raider channel tomorrow. Raiders Allegiance is Good Morning Raider Nation. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Quinn Ewers, quarterback of Texas. We're going to dive into his film and his statistics and do a breakdown and get a good gauge on this young prospect coming out of Texas at the quarterback spot. And then, do this shit again, man. You feel me? So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Wednesday. Happy hump day. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones, man, in one piece, man. I love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It is the Good Morning Raider Nation podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, man. I'm out this bitch. Ha ha!